Okay. Shit. Okay.
Hello boys, girls and everyone in between. We are back with some curated and hand-picked weirdness from the world of travel.
That's right. So take a seat and loosen your ties.
At number 5 this time, we have something for frequent flyers.
What do you hate most about long flights?
It's when you have had a lot of junk to eat and a lot of alcohol and that chemical X is brewing in your tummy and manages to find its way out from the backside.
But that's not a problem anymore because there's a new product called Gas Be Gone. You know what it does? It basically cancels out the fragrance as well as
Fragrance.
Sorry.
Filtering secret.
Okay. Basically, what this product does it filters out the sound as well as the odor, so nobody knows you're just cutting one in the flight. Speaking of stuff coming out of people in flights, a lady recently gave birth on board an Emirates flight. She named the baby Ek, named after the flight name Ek 123.
More like eek, a mistake.
Or maybe
Anyway,
or maybe it was just easy to count that way. She has one kid, right?
so they had to make an emergency landing in Vietnam to give her and the baby medical attention.
Do you think birds have the same issue? And do they get pregnant when they're flying? But not all birds fly also, like penguins.
True. And talking about penguins takes us to our next story. A zoo in the UK was all set to inaugurate their new penguin enclosure.
But all the penguins called in sick.
Yeah, all 6 of them who were supposed to be brought into the enclosure were down with malaria.
So the zoo didn't know what to do, so they replaced them with plastic figurines of penguins.
They decided if the sickness was to last longer, they would have some of the staff members dress up as penguins.
Okay, but what if one of the staff members called in sick?
Maybe they'll have some penguins pretend to be staff members to pretend like penguins.
At number 2, we have urban compost urinals. Now, in Paris, there's a huge problem of men peeing on the road. So they want to try and solve this with this invention.
I know what you're thinking. We said number 2 and we're going on about number 1, but stay with us.
These are glass shaped. What are they doing? I'm not getting. So they've gone ahead and installed rectangular boxes with plants growing on them, assuring less privacy to these public peers.
When your bladder is full and you're on the road, I think the last thing you're worried about is privacy.
And that's one way to water the plants also. Anyway.
Time to plan a trip to Paris.
Yes, just for this. Just for this.
Paris with the capital.
P. Speaking of P, we move on to number 1 in our list today. And we're talking about Naturist B&B. That's basically Airbnb minus clothes.
Wait a minute, you're telling me you're not supposed to get naked in Airbnb?
I hope not. But anyway, this thing was started by a couple who liked to holiday naked. And I think they want to share and spread their joy with others.
If I were them,
You'd be naked.
and I would call it something else.
What?
BARE-B&B.
How about Rare B&B?
More like little too out there B&B.
Free Air B&B.
No fear B&B.
Do you dare B&B? I won.
Anyway, that brings us to our picture of the week.
It's not naked.
And the picture of the week is... da-da-da-da.
And that brings us to the end of this show. Just like, subscribe, comment.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.